So today we have a very interesting topic. Actually, I have to multitask because it's going to be Shabbos soon. So Lilith, I'm only saying her name once. I'm going to call her Lily from now on. This is from tzvi freeman on chabad.org. Midrash Rabbah. I wonder if I should just do my nails first. Let's see if I can multitask. We'll do like a nail, a talk, a nail, a talk, a nail, a talk. Midrash Rabbah, Genesis, Bereshis, 17. Bereshis means, Midrash Rabbah, Genesis, Bereshis, 18:17, 18:4, 22:7, 20:11, and Eiruvin 8b. Adam married Lily before Eve, but it didn't work out, and she turned to dust and replaced by Eve, but it didn't work out. It didn't work out, so she was replaced by Eve, the mother of all human life. After Adam and Eve ate the fruit and were booted from the Garden of Eden in typical form for human beings, they blamed one another, went their separate ways, and that's when some spiritual form of Lily returned to mess with Adam again, somehow getting him to bring evil spirits into the world. Let's just edit two more. Do one more. It's going fast now. I want to let it dry in the meantime. Okay. Woman 1.0, aka Lily, was difficult, judgmental, not too friendly generally, and Adam dumped her. That's what Adam alluded to in his enigmatic dual metaphor. This time, she's a bone for my bone, flesh of my flesh. Bone of my bone is personality as inflexible of dry bone. Flesh of my flesh, woman 2.0, aka Chava, more easygoing, less critical, far more responsive, as flesh to bones. As for Lily, woman 1.0, she endures only as a spirit without a body, haunting mankind, not womankind, until we achieve Adam 2.0. Adam 2.0, man 2.0. The two versions had much to do with the technology implemented. The Lily 1.0 version relied on technology from the world of Tohu. That's a world previous to ours, built entirely on absolutes, absolute kindness or absolute harshness. Tohu technology was all-around failure, resulting in a major system crash throughout the cosmos. In the aftermath, pretty much in response to that disaster, the world of Tikkun was formed. Or we could say Bohu. In Tikkun, everything was balanced and harmonized in a holistic and relativistic system. Light was tempered with darkness and darkness with light. Kindness knew what it meant to be harsh and could even use that harshness if necessary to attain even greater kindness. As for harshness, it lost its autonomous modality altogether, becoming no more than an adjunctive function to kindness. So it was with Lily and Chava. Lily was a woman of absolutes, intolerant of anything but perfection in her man and in his relationship to her. Not a great recipe for a marriage. So I guess I'm Shana 2.0 now. Maybe I was previously. And then she could forgive him, right, and move on. So I'm just commenting. Okay. Chava was ready to look the other way for the sake of the relationship, aware that things are never perfect, but love can make it work. She contained within her some of Adam and could feel his heart's rhythm within her own. Woman was upgraded, but the problem was Adam wasn't. The first sin of humankind can be traced to Adam's failure in response to Chava. The Arizal Rabbi Isaac Luria, Yitzchak Luria, 1534 to 1572, he says, he explains that Adam was meant to wait until Friday night to have relations with Chava, which is the appropriate time for those relations, as it says in eitz, Chaim, shaar, rochel, chapter 2. He failed in this regard, resulting in her loneliness, which allowed for that whole snake virus invasion. The tzemach tzedek, Rabbi Menachem Mendel of Lubavitch, 1789 to 1866, elucidates and illuminates this teaching of the Ari, Yahel Ohr. Tzemach tzedek al tehillim 127:8. See also derech mitzvosecha, Mitzvat Puruvu, page 498. When it comes to sanctity and getting things right, preparation is everything. In order to be involved in this relationship in a human inner way, both parties need to prepare and wait for the appropriate timing. Shabbat night is the appropriate time for Chava. She is Shabbos. This is her time. This is her space. Besides, Chava needs to first develop an emotional relationship with Adam. She needs to exist first as a person in his eyes, and only then can she truly bond with him. We see Adam retain remnants of the earlier Tohu protocol, namely top-down hierarchy. Tohu was all about unidirectional data flow. Information descends from the infinite light to create and sustain a world, and that's where it stops. No dynamics for user feedback. Zero learning curve. Basically, the end client user is treated just like another accessory to the hardware, software, and 1-0. That's the way, after all, the world was originally created. God spoke and it was. There was no interaction and user feedback asking a created being, what do you think if we do it like this? Because there were no created beings or users, since that was what was being invented, spiritually at least. So initially, at least, creation was entirely a top-down protocol. All this was reflected in Adam's attitude toward Chava. He treated the relationship in a top-down fashion, as though she was no more than an accessory to him. Bad deal for Chava, not too good for Adam either. Adam also needs time. His role is to be a more than a seed delivery mechanism. He needs to be the provider, protector of his family. When he charges impetuously into a relationship driven by his own hormonal urges, he subverts all that, effectively reversing the roles. Chava now holds the goods, and he's degraded himself to the point of begging for them. Or worse, he's grabbing the goods and causing even more harm. Adam was struck in the old protocol. He should have learned from God's own modality shift with him. Having created the world, God turned to Adam to initiate a two-way interactive relationship. Adam awoke to a latent world where life lay just below the surface of the soil, for there was no Adam to work the soil. In this case, Adam was bright enough to figure out that what was demanded of him. He prayed for rain, and a mist rose to water the garden. From that point on, the protocol had changed. If the initial act of creation was a free lunch, the soup kitchen was now closed. And from now on, nothing in the entire cosmos could receive without giving, or give without receiving, not even Adam for Chava. Ever since this has let's say that again. From now on, nothing in the entire cosmos. Too much nail polish. Okay. Could receive without giving, or give without receiving, not even Adam or Chava. Ever since, this has been the greatest challenge of every man has felt for a woman, the challenge to be a man and rein in his own one-way urge, the challenge to recognize that, hey, there's someone else there besides me. Yes, it's the greatest epiphany that can happen in a man's life. This is a person, an other, and not me. And maybe she's not in the same space as me yet. The challenge to wait and to share. If he fails, he becomes a slave, and in the long run, despised and used by the woman he believes he has conquered. If he succeeds, he unites with her and is respected by her. The children that are born from the union are granted peace between their own beliefs and between their own bodies and souls. In miniature, he has repaired the entire cosmos, and that itself is reflected systemically throughout all of creation. And let me just fix my pinky nail. Perfect timing, just under 10 minutes. I want to wish everybody a beautiful Shabbos with confidence, security, and peace, and love, and relaxation, and beauty, and sweetness, and laughter, and fun, and good social skills, and balancing the energies, feeling comfortable with the self, and the self-image, and basically learning in the moment and not going into shame with people, being able to learn together and to be willing to talk about the truth. And I wish everybody no harm, everybody in my community, everybody who listens to this, everybody close to me, and may we all forgive and wish the best for everyone. May that be itself a blessing, to just wish everyone well, that they should be happy, they should get married, they should have fun, and that we should find, if there's anything we're moving on from, that we should find the right replacements or find the right tools. We should use our tools, strengthen our tools, so that we could keep adapting and initiate and collaborate, and to enjoy and feel polished in telling the truth, and find peace and feel good and feel real, feel alive, and channel the creativity, channel the destruction, channel the stimulation, everything, and enjoy the journey. May the Shabbos and then this week be all about enjoying the journey, and not rushing, getting there fast, and then noticing all the beautiful micro moments of slowing down and taking a deep breath and drinking a little water when needed and smiling at someone, and all of us learning how to make each other feel hugged on the inside and sharing love. And if you're going to beat yourself up, do it with a feather, and not trying to mind read, but expressing and learning and being open, and no pests, there's a saying in the Talmud, I forget where, but it says, don't worry about the mouse, worry about the hole. So no holes for no pests. All right, bye.